started developing stomach cramps. Having a time last night, let me tell you. I felt heaviness, I felt fire. I was finally in harmony with my body. Hello everyone, Sambonani. My name is Tato Kumalo and I'm a South African woman currently living in London. And today we're going to be talking about fasting. Fasting! Woo, fasting really excites me. It excites me because of the results and how it's changed my life. So I'm going to be taking you through my journey with 36-hour fasting, in particular, how I was introduced to 36-hour fasting and how it healed me, or it's still healing me from inflammation, fibroid inflammation in particular. So I'm going to be basically taking you through a week's long journey and weighing myself on a daily basis, right? And at the end, we'll be going through my weight loss results. The results will shock you, so stay tuned. So, you know how when you've been drinking, right? And the following day you have a hangover, right? The normal hangover, you get a headache, you get tired, you're just like, why am I doing this to myself? Yep. The issue then with me is around 2022. I was starting to experience more than a hangover, right? So I'd wake up with the tiredness and the headache, but I started developing stomach cramps. And initially, those stomach cramps were like, they were cramps, but it was like, okay, I pop in a pill, nothing hectic. I take one Panadol pill and the pain basically disappears. But I think progressively it really started getting worse. Like I was like, my hangover was like, we come with a special friend. We've got extra sauce for you, ma'am. So yeah, mine was starting to get progressively worse. So around mid 2023, normally I went out with friends of mine on a Saturday, right? We go out, Prosecco is flowing. We were having a time. We were having a time last night. Let me tell you, we had fun in Soho. We were having fun, right? So the following day, as per usual, you wake up with a hangover, right? So I had a headache, normal hangover headache. Normally felt tired, but this time around, I didn't have stomach cramps. I was like, hey, boo, no stomach cramps? Really? New year, new me. I was very chuffed by this. Okay, so needless to say, the healing for me was a breeze that Sunday because I was like, one less thing to worry about, one less pain to deal with. Great. That's my Sunday. It goes. Wake up the following day. It's a Monday. Okay. But I've got a little hangover, little leftover hangover. Like, ma'am, you were cooking. You were cooking on Saturday night and you still have a little bit of food in the fridge. So little hangover leftover, but nothing too hectic. I made it to work on time. The day was flowing well. Now around the afternoon, these stomach cramps come back. They're like, I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm back. So they come back and they start progressing right throughout the afternoon. So around the evening, I'm like, okay, it's enough. Let me just go to bed early, drink some painkillers, go to bed early, and we'll see how we progress tomorrow. So I drink 2 painkillers because at this point, the pain was at that level where I would drink 2 painkillers and need to sleep it off and that kind of thing for those, what I called stomach cramps at the time. I go to bed, I sleep. In the AMs, like around your 3, 4 AMs, very, very early, I wake up with pain. But there's a part of me that's like, is it that Like I just really need to pee badly, or what's happening, right? I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm not getting out of this bed. I sleep. Wake up again, normal waking up time, my alarm clock goes off. And immediately, immediately, I could tell that something was wrong. I felt an abnormal amount of heaviness. And I remember touching myself, right, the lower area of my belly, and thinking, am I on my period? Like, what's happening? What's happening? So then I try to get out of bed. I try to sit up so I can get out of bed. And that's also a problem. I mean, normally we wake up, right? We don't have to think about sitting up. You just sit up and walk and go about your day. No, I could feel everything. I could feel everything. So eventually I'm just like, okay, I really need to sit up because I need to make my way to the bathroom. So eventually I sit up for what felt like, I don't know, I really don't know, 10, 20 seconds. It took time for me to sit up. I sit up and then I'm like, okay, great. Step one is done. Now you need to walk. Guys, it was rough. I literally hold on to the bed and I pull myself up. And immediately, I remember telling a friend of mine, the best way to describe the pain I felt was that there were bricks in my stomach, like a whole lot of bricks, and they were set on fire. I felt heaviness. I felt fire. That's how crazy it was. And I was like, okay, all right. So when I get up, I hold on to everything. So now I'm holding on to the bed. I make it to the other side of the bed. Then I make it to the door. So I'm holding on to the door. I open the door. I'm holding on to the wall. I'm holding on to the other wall. And then I make it to the bathroom door. So then I'm opening that and I'm holding on to the side of the door. Then I go in, I close the door. Then I'm holding on to the sink and I make it to the bathroom and I do my thing. Same process, getting out of the bathroom. Then I'm like, okay, let me just go to bed, because when I'm lying down, I don't feel this extensive heat, this extensive pain and heat in my stomach when I'm lying down. So let me go and lie down and try and sleep it off. I could barely sleep, right? I could barely sleep. I then decide, okay, you know what? Let me text my friend, because I'm living in London. And if you know the process here, you can't, you have to register with like your local GP, right? You have to register with your local GP. I had not done that. So for anyone moving here, do that. That is one of the first things you need to do. I had not done that. So I wasn't even sure what the process is of getting help, because in South Africa, you feel sick, you can go to your nearest GP, no need to register, nothing. They will attend to you and refer you to the hospital if they need to. But here, I'm thinking it's a whole process. So a friend of mine had surgery here in the UK before. So I'm thinking, okay, she's the best person to probably contact about, what do you need to do in case of an emergency? She's like, no problem, call an Uber, take yourself to the emergency room. Like, you don't even need to wait for for an ambulance. I guess let me tell you why I ended up not going to the hospital. Because a part of me was like, first of all, how am I going to make it downstairs? I can barely make it to the bathroom. And the bathroom door, my door is here. The bathroom door is over there. It's very close. I could barely make it there. Right? How am I going to make it downstairs? Also, I don't want to have to I don't really want to go into an Uber, go to the hospital, sit and wait to be attended for a couple of hours, and I haven't showered. I know it's the stupidest reason, but I was like, it's not happening. I also haven't brushed my teeth also. I think for me that even made it worse because I couldn't for the life of me stand up straight to give myself enough time to even brush my teeth. The only thing I could do in the bathroom was do my business and then wash my hands, and that was about it. Even all of that was a lot, right? So, needless to say, my day goes horribly, goes from bad to worse. But I'm calling my mom. She's telling me these are the painkillers you should be taking. I take them, sleep it off, it doesn't work. It's basically just a bit of a roller coaster of a day. But I power through. I power through the day. We survive, we make it. I think in total it took about 3 weeks for me to start feeling normal again. And when I say normal, I really just mean the basic things like going up and down the stairs without feeling like you're carrying something inside of you. You know, um, just normal basic walking, sitting up, getting up of a chair. I would get up from the chair and feel like I need to slowly get up because I'm picking up my stomach because it was so heavy. That's how heavy it was. Like it just got to a point where I was just like, at this point, just make my skin transparent so I can see what's going on inside there because I can feel it. Once, let's just cut to the chase. Make my skin transparent. Let me just see the workings of the stomach. Let me just become a doctor because I can feel everything anyways. So, anyways, I think that whole process took about three weeks for me to feel normal again. Now, I think what contributed to my healing were two important things. Number one, I didn't drink, right? I don't even think it was like willpower, amandla, my mind is so powerful. No, I was scared of alcohol. I had PTSD. I couldn't even walk through the alcohol aisle in a grocery store. I would avoid it. That's how scared I had PTSD. Who would have thought? Because I went back to drinking, but at the time I was scared. No, being too ill, I was really, really scared of drinking. So I basically didn't drink. And then I think the one important thing was that I started fasting. And to be honest, around that time, eating wasn't pleasurable. I was eating because I am hungry and I need to sustain myself, right? I need to keep going. But it wasn't pleasurable. So I then decided it's taking long to heal. I mean, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm barely going out because I'm just like, I can't walk. I can walk, but I feel my stomach every time I walk. So let me try something else. So the initial idea was that I was going to fast for 24 hours. The nice thing I think about fasting for 24 hours is that it easily morphs itself into a 36-hour fast because depending on what time you decided to start fasting, right? So you start fasting in the evening. By the time you get to your 24 hours the next evening, it's like time to get it, you're already sleeping or it's time to go to bed anyways. You're already relaxing and that kind of thing. So you're not really going to eat. And then you wake up the following morning and let's assume you make a decision to only start eating lunch instead of eating breakfast. That easily morphs itself into a 36-hour fast. So that's how I started my 36-hour fast, really by default of the 24-hour fast morphing into a 36-hour fast. And let me tell you, it was the first time in a while that I felt normal, that I felt like I wasn't fighting with my body and my body was fighting against me. I was finally in harmony with my body. That was the first time. It was after the 36-hour fast because nothing has helped. Stopping drinking, going to the gym, eating healthier. I mean, all those things really helped. They contributed. I'm not going to say they didn't. But it was only after that 36-hour fast that I could breathe again, where I was like, okay, I'm not feeling everything that's happening inside of me. And that's how basically I was introduced to a 36-hour fast. So I'm going to take you through my journey with fasting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. It's going to be raw. It's going to be vulnerable. I will be at home. So don't be scared when you see me in my pajamas. Okay. I will take you through, I don't know, grocery shopping. We're going to do our walks together. You're going to be with me on my office days when I go to the office. We're basically just going to be working through the fasting journey together, and I'll take you on my walks in the London streets as well. So we are going to have fun. We're going to have fun building this community. And I think it's important that we start with your objective. What's your objective, right? I am trying to reduce my inflammation, but I think most importantly, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can naturally heal my fibroids, right? I think for me, that's the biggest objective. And I am trying to lose weight, okay? Don't get me wrong. I am trying to lose weight. So what's your objective, right? Your objective could be weight loss as well. Your objective could be mental clarity, or maybe you're trying to figure out your relationship with food. And one of the byproducts of that is that you're also saving money, honey. Okay, going to the grocery shop is a flex. Things are expensive. So that's also not a bad byproduct of it. But yeah, we're creating a community, and we're taking each other along, and that's why I'm documenting this. So we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Please watch my next video and my next videos to come, because that's where I actually do the documentation of the fasting, and you're going to see me having great days with fasting. You're going to see me be very frustrated where I want to quit fasting. You're going to see all the ups and the downs, the ebbs and the flows, the roller coaster with fasting. We're doing this together. We're going to be vulnerable, and we're going to grow. We're going to grow naturally, right? In this fasting journey. So yeah, a reminder to like the video. Please go back, reduce your screen, and quickly click the like button. It is for free. Please quickly like and subscribe as well. Feel free to comment and give constructive criticisms, anything, suggestions, whatever the case is. I am open and free. We are a community. That's what we're trying to do. So we will be needing to engage. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being part of this community, and I will see you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. And bye to the flowers. We're matching. Okay, bye. Also, I am well aware that I kept on saying 36-hour, 72-hour fasting. I know it's hours. Oh, ma'am, I'm not retaking anything. Okay, but I am aware. All right. Anyways, I'm wearing a Avipack by Beyonce, so I can do no wrong. Okay, bye. Bye. From me and my flowers, bye. Oh, I forgot to flex on the people. It is 17:35 in London, in the UK, and it's still bright outside. Hey, welcome summer. Welcome spring. Hey, look at us. Ooh, look at us. Ooh, what do you know about darkness? What do you know about the cold? Nothing. I don't know nothing. I know sun. I know flowers. I know spring. I know birds. Yeah. Hey. I'm so happy. Oh, guys, the darkness, I think for me, it's the worst. It's the darkness. I don't know if I'm more scared of the cold than the dark, but I've decided it's the dark. So this at 17:35. Hello. Woo! Please, ma'am, please say, I'm so happy. Okay, bye. Now this is a goodbye.